Perfect. Hello, Sumagi. How you doing? How you doing? How did I do that before? Click the banner at the bottom. At the bottom left. Oh, there we go. Perfect. There.
해가 내 얼굴을 물끄러미 바라보고 있어. 눈을 감아도 마찬가지요.
As always, this is the pre-show. I know what it was. That's how I got my code to share with you guys, but I was doing something in the settings and for some reason it was not allowing me to click, and then I realized what I was doing wrong. But yeah, we're gonna start. Hello there, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Glad to see you back. We're gonna start gaming soon. I always start a little earlier so people can join and have a chat and all of that. It's just a good moment to interact with the community. Oh, here is my friend code if you guys want to add me in Limbus Company. Also, the Limbus main screen music is pretty nice. I like it. Very snazzy.
그대 드디어 목적지를 찾은 것이오.
Hello, Vodka. How you doing? Did you add me as a friend too?
해가 내 얼굴을
I
물끄러미
imagine
바라보고 있어.
that's what's
눈을
playing in
감아도
the bus
마찬가지요.
speakers. That's true. You missed my first message? Did I miss it? I'm doing one of the endgame fights right now. Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry. I've been stuck with a headache for 2 days now. I'm trying not to let it get to me, but I'm a little slow on the head. But it's gonna be fine. Because today's the day we get to 10 Twitch subs or something like that. I don't know. I also got some tickets from the daily login. These vouchers. Oh, it's XP vouchers. Okay.
그대
3k XP
드디어
per
목적지를
voucher.
찾은 것이오.
Extraction tickets. Okay, so I have some summons too. But updating my game and stuff on the Steam Deck. Yeah, it's a 30 gigabyte update. But how are you guys doing? Happy Friday, by the way. It's finally the end of the week. It's been a pretty busy week, man. I'm glad it's over. Oh yeah, unlike the A, Limbus does not need credits or stuff for leveling. Oh. There is way less resources. That's good. Gacha games nowadays have way too many resources. You need to have the appropriate leveling material. You need to have the credits. You need to have the specific books and shit. Like it's just XP and threads. Yeah, like I hate that they dilute system so much. And no RNG gearing, that's very nice. Hello, hello Murati, how you doing, how you doing? Welcome.
해가 내 얼굴을 물끄러미 바라보고 있어.
Can I change the dude on the
과거로
screen?
돌아가는 법.
Oh yeah, I
그래도
can.
관리자님
단테, 가끔은 쉬엄쉬엄 해도 될 것 같지 않아? 누구든
우리 관리자
바쁘긴
아마 예전 같았으면
마음이요.
저한테 무슨 볼일이라도 있으신 겁니까, 관리자님?
My finals are in
규칙되어야 할
like 10
사유가
days
있다면
away, Sherlock. Gonna
분명하게
be a
말씀해
bit
주시는 게
difficult
좋습니다.
till then. Man, priorities. Real life takes priority, so don't worry about that. And I hope they go the best way possible, man. Also, in case you want to try units, you can borrow a single unit from any of your friends. XP for leveling, threats for ID ego, up ranking, and then character charts. Because you can designate units for borrowing. Yeah, well, let's see. I'll just as we start playing, we will get familiar with the systems. Experience has no drawbacks. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. We're gonna start gaming in 5 minutes, don't worry. And then we can see. Like for now, we're in the very early game. I don't think I will need any borrowed units or stuff like that. I don't know if I even need to upgrade my characters right now. But they start at level 50. Huh? Oh, never mind. This is the tutorial thingy. Yeah. Hello, Class Ergus. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome. It's been a bit. Glad to see you here. Well, I'll leave this for when we start gaming. We are trying Limbus Company. Oh yeah, probably you get a season 1 selector from beginner logins. Ooh. Okay, when I get it, I'll ask you guys who to pick, but don't tell me right now because I will forget, okay? If I get it, I will let you know, guys. Okay, I think it's time to start gaming. So I'm gonna remove Miyako, and you should be able to see the screen now. Are you able to see the screen? I think you are. Okay, creating your team. You can configure various teams from your 12 Limbus Company seniors and their identities. Twitch refuses to launch on my phone. Lamao, hello Shaw, how you doing? In Scener's window, selecting a Scener's identity portrait will show a list of their identities and ego. You can change your team from there. Select all the identities or all ego button on the right to view the full list of identities and egos for all Sceners, making it easier to design your team loadout. In normal team loadouts menu, clicking anywhere on each identity portrait loads into the edit team menu. However, in Battle Encounter, team menus, the identities portraits will be divided into the following two areas. Selecting the upper part of the portrait loads into the edit team menu, where you can view and swap the identities and ego of the selected scener. Selecting the lower part give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Selecting the lower part of the portrait deploys the scener, which means that the scener will be taking part in the battle. This area on the bottom right shows the total number of deployable identities for this battle. Oh, that's interesting. You will not be able to edit your team in certain battle encounters. However, in those cases, selecting anywhere on the sinner's identity portrait will deploy that identity to battle. Okay. I'll try again if... oh, sorry man. I sent a request, but for some reason I can't find Azumaki. Sherlock, I will have some Gamba too. They give you stuff at the beginning. Ooh. By the way, I forgot to ask last stream, but why the screen is so stretched? It's just an obvious thingy, or it's like... no, it's an obvious thing. I will see if I can fix it in a second. I completely forgot to try thoughts on Toki armed. She is pretty good, man. She's probably one of the best freebies we've gotten, and she will be very good in the craft raid. You will not be able to edit your team. Okay. Select and hold an identity portrait to view the selected identity detail information. In the Detail Identity info menu, you can view more information about the selected identity and any of its ego equipped. Okay. Select the Announcer button on the left to view the list of announcers. Okay. Select the magnifier icon on the bottom of each announcer to view the voice lines. Okay, don't care about that, I think. Yeah, okay. Select the detail, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh wait, that's him. Select the detail info button here to view the following information: identities, skill, attack types, scene affinities, and equipped ego. Okay. On the right panel, you can access the general overview for the types and amounts of ego resources your current team can gain in battle. Okay. Ego resources. Select the right panel to view the identities that gain the selected ego. Selected ego resources and ego that use them. Okay. Team codes, loadouts. Okay. Friends. Copy code. Paste. Deploying backup units. In normal battles, you cannot deploy more sinners than the participant limit, indicated at the bottom right corner. However, in chain battles, you can deploy backup units in addition to the participating units. When a unit is defeated in the middle of a battle, backup unit will substitute in to fill their place. In chain battles, the battle will not end in defeat until all the selected units for the battle encounter, both participant units and backup units, are defeated. Okay. When a participating unit is killed, backups will be substituted into the field in the order of their deployment. When backup units substitute into battle, they enter with bonus SP based on the starting SP value defined by the deployment order. This won't be a thing until a lot later, don't worry about it. Okay. Place experiment. Okay. We're almost done, guys. In chain battles, SP, blah blah blah. Enemy count. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let me see if I can fix the
점심시간에는 뭘 하냐고 물으신다면 무엇을 해야 하는지 규정된 바는 없습니다.
Okay. Confirm. Perfect. Now it should look perfectly fine on the stream. I don't have two monitors, so I have to play in windowed in a reduced size so I can see you guys. But now it should not look stretched at all. Yeah, looking good. Perfect. Okay, so I guess because we got her from the gacha, we should upgrade her a little bit. Oh. I see. Sherlock, we should gacha first, then upgrade. I don't think I will be doing much gacha, to be honest. Hold instead of clicking. Yeah, like I want to save my gacha pools because the VA collab potentially coming up. Welcome orientation. Is this banner worth doing, guys? The welcome banner? Normal is actually fine. Okay. Is this banner good? Absolutely. Okay, so we do this, okay? Only this. Let's gamba. Okay. Let's see. Probabilities. Ego, identities, okay. Sherlock, you should summon. You should use your summons first. You need IDs. Okay. Yeah, there is not much reason to gamba, so whenever there is a discount, it's fine. Okay. Okay, let's start with this then. Oh, I got two good ones. Are these the good
흐름을
ones?
따라 이곳에 왔으니 이를
Oh, it's only
막는
two
건
stars.
무엇이든
Okay.
베어내.
내게는 어떤 것도 감출 필요가 없.
I'm gonna skip, guys. Okay, extract again. Let's see how it goes. Is this the 3 stars? Yes.
준비되었습니다.
Oh,
제가 앞장서도록 하죠.
we got a Mersol. And yesterday I was saying he was my favorite. Gold? Nice! I thought he was my favorite from the introductions. Corp Mersol interesting, holy streamer luck. Oh man, you don't know how bad my luck is. This is something that is a miracle for me to happen, man. Is this unit really good? Did I got a good one? Unluck. Okay, so that's bad. Well, yeah. Okay, so you know how there are debuff types in games, right? Yeah, of course. This Mersal is quite good on Blitzing. Decent charge ID. Okay. Is she cute? No, no cute. Is this worth pulling for? Should we do a few pulls here? She looks like she does bleeding, doesn't she? Nah. Target destruction. Yeah, this outfit is a demon. I mean, in a correct team, that specific out is really good. Okay. Out is good, but she wants her friends. Okay. What is this? Broom broom? Word? Rhino team. Oh. Okay, any other friend request that I need to accept? Yes. Perfect. You guys are my friends now. We're officially friends. Vodka Sherlock has nothing. Someone like this ID is going to do amazing. What is he saving for? Walpurgis at the beginning.
점심시간에는 뭘 하냐고 물으신다면
Okay, let's see
무엇을
here.
해야 하는지 규정된 바는 없습니다.
Oh. This is the thing that everyone is talking about, right? Lol, no, this is horrible advice. I'm sorry. I honestly, I just for Walpurgis not? Okay. Oh, I see. That's the
점심시간에는 뭘
place
하냐고
where you get new
물으신다면
characters. Okay.
무엇을 해야 하는지 규정된 바는
Okay,
없습니다.
you know what? Let's start playing. Otherwise, we're gonna be in the menu the whole stream, okay? So we're gonna start driving. Oh, wait. Let's equip his thing. Yes. And he's 3 stars, so let's upgrade him, okay? Just once. I'll just do once. And let's see. Let's do a few upgrades here. Basically, you can use character charts to get any character at any time, except for the one from... Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, let's start driving. Inferno. Canto 1. The Outcast. I recommend going into the borrow menu before pressing start and looking at the characters. We can do that later. Like it's just the early game. Let's game a little bit. On the combat notes. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens.
베르, 앞에 장애물이 있어. 부릉부릉. 해도 돼?
The chatter was what finally got me to open my eyes. After all, nothing beats blocking out your sight when you want to keep boredom at bay. Not that there was much else to do on a bus, whose destination was unknown to me. My lack of head and memories certainly didn't help either.
그래, 계속 지나가자고.
You should summon as a beginner, Sherlock, but it's super early game. You just play for now. Look, it's Sarona? Where is Sarona?
덜컹덜컹.
What?
비싼 세정제야. 베르가 큰맘 먹었다고 그랬어.
Remember, I'm going slowly so you guys can have time to read.
The clamps stuck to the window gently dissolved, letting the light through. Most of the people seated on the bus, sinners, fixed their gaze ahead with varied expressions in their eyes. It felt like a pretty gruesome scene, but based on the others' reactions, maybe this kind of violence is to be expected in the city. Hey.
April Fool's event, years back, reference to Blue Archive. Oh!
It felt rather awkward to try to get another shot eye again, now that I was wide awake. Just then, a man with conspicuously overgrown stubble drew my attention. I mean, glasses. Know where we are going right now. A future far more conspicuous.
Oh, sorry guys, that's my phone. Glory to Limbus Company. It's not gonna spoil anything. Hi, Fong-chan. Well.
A future far more conspicuous than his stubble made me sleep.
방금 벌레 양반이라고 부르려고 했지?
Lamau, default notification sound. Indeed.
다시 한번 말하자면 내 이름은 그레고르요.
Let me put my phone here. Sorry, Gregor.
당신이 시계 대가리가 아니라 단테라고 불리듯이.
Gregor is based, man.
I couldn't find any excuses, so I just gave back a light nod.
어이, 기사 양반. 우리 지금 어디로 가는 거야?
Okay, now you don't use the names of people, huh? You were playing all high and mighty, and now you are calling her Bass Girly?
다시 한번 말하자면 내 이름은 카론이요. 당신이 벌레 양반이 아니라 그레고르라고 불리듯이.
Good one, Karon, good one.
She got you there, Gregor.
건전도 못 건졌네.
베르가 말했어. 수감자들은 사구로 간다.
Okay, so we are going to District 4.
사구! 방금 사구라고 말했는가? 그곳은 연두랑자의 출신지로 유명하지. 영웅의 발자취는 그때부터 시작되었다네.
Twitch,
바야흐로.
there is going to be an ad in 5 minutes, by the way. I'm sorry. Let me do this so I can see the chat properly. It's Don Quixote. Yeah. I don't like this character much. How late am I? We just begun. Luckily for me, neither Sol. Luckily for me, Sol granted me a sub. Speaking of Sol, yeah indeed. Hello Sol, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome.
아까부터 시끄럽게 쫑알쫑알.
Bloody hell, you're rattling on a random on and on again.
입 다물고 조용히 좀
Everyone loves
가지.
Donkey. It's too energetic for me. Nice timing from my side, I guess. Indeed.
나는 아까까지 입을 다물고 있었네만.
말 대답하지 말라고.
이봐요. 본인이 더 시끄럽다는 건 알아요?
I like Ishmael. She's so grumpy, but she's the cute kind of grumpy. The cute kind of grumpy. I don't know if it makes sense, but
죽어도 살아난다고 해서 아프지 않은 건 아니야. 한 번만 더 주둥이 놀려봐.
옳은 말을 했는데도 돌아오는 게 폭력이라니. 수준 알만하네요.
she's such a smartass.
For a moment I found myself contemplating. Should I step in? Is this the part where I exercise my authority as the manager with dignity and grace? A faint memory urges me to do something. Now, guys, it's inadvisable for you to lose your
Heads split.
모분초도.
Oh, samurai girl. I like her.
모가지를 분질러야 조용해지지. 도야지 같은 새끼들.
But why are they killing each other? Don't they know that raising them is very painful for me?
이유 없는 폭력은 용서받을 수 없다네. 그대는 내가 응징하지.
Are they all maniacs or something?
아, 이럴 줄 알았어. 옷에 피가 튀었잖아. 저기, 꼭 내 옆에서 싸워야겠어?
This is just crazy. We haven't even reached our destination and 3 people are dead already. And all because of an infighting too.
이거 잠깐 한눈이라도 팔려고 하면
Like they could care? Yeah.
너희 넷 이번 달 버스 청소다.
어째서? 본인은 정의를 구현했을 뿐인 것을.
At this point in the story at least?
잠깐! 내 옷 빨래도 포함시켜줘. 피는 와인이랑은 다르게 잘 안 빠진단 말이야. 비싼 건데.
No one bats an eye at the lifeless janitors to be littering on the floor. Maybe they are already taking their unlimited revivals for granted. Problem is, I don't even know how exactly I'm supposed to bring them back.
단테, 시계를 돌려주시겠습니까?
Okay, pain time.
Turn the clock back.
그런 모양새면 어리둥절한 표정이라는 건가? 기억해두죠. 파우스트 씨.
Virgilius gives Faust a tired nod and gestures to me. She let out a small sigh, but still came to my seat, probably out of sense of obligation.
처음 만났던 날에도 당신이 했던 일을 말하는 거예요, 단테. 그때는 본능으로 해냈던 거겠지만.
Oh.
자, 다시 해보죠. 눈을 감으세요.
Do we even have eyes?
Do I have no eyes to close?
Okay, that's the answer I was looking for.
Blocking out my sight is something I've done. I had no reason to follow Faust's instructions here.
사실 문은 어디에나 있어요.
Oh.
그러나 당신에게만 보이죠. 왜냐하면 당신의 하늘엔 별이 지지 않았으니까.
At that, I felt a sliver of light easing into my sight. I let it come the same way. I'd opened my eyes, and then an expanse of laid itself out ahead. There I was alone, with a massive door that stood before me.
Full Metal Alchemist reference here? Yeah, FMA moment indeed.
It wasn't a pleasant sight. Waves of suffocating heat and cries of agony escaped through the gap. My mind almost blacks out at the sound of the incessant lamentations and wailing. However, I find myself approaching the door, grasping at its handles, as if it's the most natural thing to do. Despite feeling rather ponderous, the door opens without much resistance. I run my hand along the inside of the door. Thousands upon thousands of cacophonous wailings lie within. And reaching further inside, I grab a few outstretched hands. I can feel the histories of different sins, each bearing a brand of its own, crawling along my hand, up my arm.
고통을 나눌 준비가 되었나요?
Could that have been a question, or rather, a pressure to comply? With all my strength, I yank out the sinners clinging to my hand from the door. A terrible pain spread through my neck and head. A torture so unbearable, I had taken death over it, and it refused to let up. The sensation of bones and muscles twisting and untangling with each other goes on for what feels like an eternity. My untrained legs buckle under the unbearable pain, and I drop to my knees onto the pool of blood. And then I see it. The vibrating surface of red, viscous liquid bubbling and splattering as the pain grows even worse. Soon the blood soaking the ground coagulated and fused into three separate masses. Then the pain that seemed to go on forever disappeared just like that. As the lumps of blood rose into the air and flew off, a terrible red gaze cleared from my vision, and I was once again returned to the rumblings of the bus.
목이 베어졌다가 붙어버린 심경은 어떻지? 두근거리던가?
As soon as Heathcliff comes to, he rubs his neck. He says out a few curses and stomps towards the Russia. Hold on, I just brought you back, and you're going straight into another fight? Heathcliff whips around and glares to me, eyes blinded with fury.
어차피 살리는 게 대기 할 일 아닌가?
He's an asshole, man.
할 거 있으면 그 가짜는 시계 대가리째로 부수기 전에 저리 짜져 있어.
잠깐만요. 단테 씨가 괴로워하시는 것 같은데 이쯤에서 저
Heathcliff has issues? I can tell.
Heathcliff does not wait for Sinclair to finish his speech and slam his steel bat into the young man's skull. The bass filled with Sinclair's choking, unintelligible gargles as he lies dying.
시계 대가리, 다음번엔 널 으깰 거야. 이만하면 알아들었지?
정말 생긴 대로라더니 천박하게도 구네요.
Don't all of them have issues? I can tell, man. I can tell.
한 번 죽어서는 만족을 못하나?
Good lord, these people.
Heathcliff tightens his grip on the bat, while Ishmael readies to swing her mace. How did I end up managing a bunch of people who stayed the same? Wrecks after even literally coming back from death. As my mind wandered, a sinister chill swept in and froze the tension in the bus into total silence.
이거 아무래도 제대로 교정해둬야겠어.
Uh-oh.
The sinners who'd been seconds away from jumping at each other's throats came to an immediate standstill as a pair of red eyes raked over them with a freezing, merciless glare.
첫 번째 규칙. 버스 안에서는 무기 부딪히는 소리가 들리지 아니한다. 이 순간 이후로 이 규칙이 깨어지면 너희는 내게 제발 죽여달라고 애원하게 될 거야.
Ooh, scary. Very scary.
난 충분히 그럴 수 있는 사람이야. 알지?
Sinclair's death throes were the only sound that broke the silence. Heathcliff's glowered at Virgilius, but didn't dare to argue back.
단테, 미안하게 됐습니다. 시계를 한 번만 더 돌려주시죠.
Again? I quickly shook my head. There was no way I was putting myself through that again. It hurt so much that death seemed outright merciful. The ghost of a smile on Virgilius' face evaporates as his expression hardens.
내가 아직 사과와 부탁을 하고 있을 때 문을 여는 게 좋을 텐데, 관리자 단테.
I'm starting to feel like Virgilius is the real boss here. Don't all of... Okay. But seat is so comfortable. But the seat is so comfortable. Oh, hello. I'm Maiden now. Hello, welcome. Happy to see you back.
아, 단지 아픔이 두려운 거라면, 그래서 고개를 젓는 거라면 기꺼이 도와드리겠습니다. 그 정도의 고통에는 눈 하나 깜빡 안 하게 말이죠. 그럼 견딜 수 있지 않겠습니까?
Uh-oh.
내가 잘못 들은 건가? 관리자님이 분명 거부 의사를 내비쳤던 것 같은데.
당신, 끼어드는 박자가 잘못됐군.
입사할 때 나의 상관은 네가 아니라 관리자님이라고 분명히 들었다.
Insert gif of man bouncing on it. I sat on a replica of the bus seat. Ooh.
관리자께서 고개를 저었다면 의미는 충분히 전달되었다고 보는데.
She can't lick the boot more clean. Indeed.
그래,
It's shiny.
보좌관께서 나서시겠단 말인가? 그렇다면 보좌관께도 충분한 의미를 전달해 주어야겠군.
There is boot licking and there is backing up your boss against Virgilius. Yeah, but he's scary. Have you looked at those eyes? And he looks the veins on his hands. He looks like he can tear your skull apart just with his fingers. I'm referring to the 7 emote for thank you. Oh.
Virgilius' eyes turn a deeper shade of red, sharpening that bone-cold stare. I don't really know what I'm meant to do as the manager, or if I even deserve to take this role.
No, but look how cute he's in the picture, in the gallery. Okay.
But I felt that I should at least stop things from spiraling into an even bigger mess. Bringing back one sinner should hurt less than reviving all 12 of them. Otis, I will rewind the clock, it's okay. Virgilius caught me frantically gesturing for Otis to stand down, and the red gleam in his eyes faded.
잘 생각하셨군.
Wise decision.
As you wish.
관리자께서 그러시겠다면.
As you wish. Okay. Licky to lick, I see.
Otis looked like she had more to say, but quickly backed off and snapped into tension. The red door greeted me again, bringing with it the sickening sensation of my bones and muscles churning and contorting against one another. I decided to stop describing the pain to myself and going forward. It's not the sort of torture I could ever put a name on anyway.
고맙습니다.
Sinclair stood with a pained moan and bowed in appreciation before tottering back to his seat.
Ooh. So it feels like the real boss of all of us is like we're the manager, but the CEO is Virgilius, not the greatest star to our friend group. Indeed. I don't know, he seems great with kids. Where gallery? Where gallery? You guys got me curious now. My gallery? Oh. That's a little gay. Okay. Let's continue. Dance time. 1-2. Clear within 10 turns. Select to battle. What? Ah,
이오키스. 참전합니다.
about the way you said it.
저기 질문이 있네.
Bruh. Well. Pray Okay.
Don Quixote suddenly raised her hand.
Inquiry.
첫
Inquire.
번째 규칙은 이해했다네. 그럼 두 번째는 무엇인가?
Then what is the second? Ooh.
나 참. 아니 그걸 왜 굳이 나서서 물어보는 거야?
Virgilius shot a cold stare at Ryoshu, who had just lit a cigarette. She returned the look with an unreadable expression on her face.
두 번째 규칙. 버스 바닥에 담배꽁초 버리지 마.
Ooh.
자국
You know the recently released Chocopunis of playable characters. Ooh.
The boss falls silent again.
잠깐. 버스에 정적이 흐르면 안 되지. 엔진 소리는 어디 갔나?
부릉부릉?
캐론, 왜 속도를 안 내는 거지?
Where is the 부릉부릉?
밥이 없어. 메피가 배고파해.
잘 됐군. 분위기를 좀 환기시키지.
Could he be suggesting a fuel stop? The idea of Virgilius casually plugging a fuel nozzle into the bus, like some normal person at a pump, felt strangely out of place.
Time to feed Mephi.
차가
Okay, don't
움직이려면
spoil it.
연료가
I'm gonna see now how they feed Mephi.
캐론, 헤드라이트를 깜빡거려봐. 무대 조명처럼.
응, 댄스 타임이야.
I'm guessing with the dead bodies of our enemies. It's dance timey.
잠깐. 헤드라이트까지 켜면 습격받기 딱 좋은 상황이잖아요.
Back on audience proper, just finished endgame. Ooh, nice. Good one, Bodoka, and welcome back to the audience proper.
그걸 노린 거군.
네?
I could hear someone pounding against the bus, steel plating outside.
에이! 가진 거 다 놓고 내려. 30초 준다. 10, 9.
How was Jinglong?
이봐! 20이 빠졌잖아.
Oh, you're talking about the endgame.
그럼 20초 동안은 기도나 하고 있어라.
왜 이렇게 주변에 모자란 사람들이 많은 건지.
뭐라고 했냐?
비겁하게 습격을 하다니. 틀림없는 악인들이로군.
자, 다들 내려.
Okay.
그리고 말이야. 최대한 죽지 않을 만큼만 해줘.
Only half dead.
알지?
Huh. Can I ask you how many turns it took you, Bodoka? I have to relay what you guys say on YouTube to Twitch because they cannot see you. But don't worry, I will be relaying to Twitch. Okay, chaining multiple skills with the same affinity color in the same turn will activate what is known as resonance. Okay. Connect these skills with the same affinities and activate resonance. Okay. Chaining 2 or more skills with the same affinity in the turn will activate what is known as resonance. Okay. Third time they say the same. Can I just...
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Streamer got the greatest messenger, Lamau? Well... You could say that, I guess. 3 or more adjacent skills with the same affinity will turn into absolute resonance. Okay.
명령대로 하겠습니다. 기록다니까요.
Really selection score is the only one that is probably harder? Okay. Each unit has a unique passive. Select Faust passive.
무슨 일인가요, 관리자님?
Faust passive is a resonance passive. The conditions for the passives can be met by activating resonance. That's what... okay.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Resonance is a mechanic that they make a big deal out of at the beginning, and it's only very recently that it has turned relevant. Oh. Well, good to know. Just know that 3 arrest is 1 is clash. Okay. Let us take a look at the different types of passives. The icons on the top left corner of the screen also show the list of passive. Select Mersol icon. Sinner Mercel passive is an owned passive. Owned passives activate automatically each turn provided you have ego resources to meet the requirements. Okay. Sure. This passive requires that you own 2 yellow resources. Okay, and we have 7. Use a skill to gain ego resources of the corresponding to that skill affinity. Behold here. Okay. Since we've gathered a sloth, so yellow ego resources in this previous turn, on passive is already activated. Okay. Currently activated passives. Okay. Okay, so 1 and 2. Sinners that have been sufficiently upgraded can assist the deploying sinners through their support passive. Support passive are like regular passives, have resonance and own conditions. Okay. So can I play now?
규정에 따라 실행한다.
순조로운 전략이 좋은 전략입니다.
It was still important for passives. Basically, think of ego resources as mana. Yeah. No, like that was the mental image I had.
관리자님의 99% 명령과 1%의 제 실력이 합쳐진 결과였습니다.
They just make it overcomplicated, but yeah. Okay, the boss deck. Thank God I'm not Australian, otherwise reading this would have been very weird. If you know, you know.
이게 끌 거 없어. 바로 간다.
Yeah, mana for ult.
A deep guttural rumble erupts as the side of the boss heaves and splits open. A number of human shapes litter the ground before the boss gaping maw. Some still conscious, others no longer in one piece. The maw then stretched even wider, and for lack of a better word, started chewing through the bodies. Every bite came fast and delicious.
Ryushu. She's kinda crazy.
Ryushu took in the spectacle with clear satisfaction, as though determined to savor every moment of it. Off to the side, Sinclair looked visibly shaken.
다들 제정신이 아닌 것 같아요. 그렇지 않나요?
Yeah, I agree with you, Sinclair. Everyone is freaking crazy.
The way he reacted made me wonder what history the sinners carried. Just to make sure, none of you were forced to join, right? Whatever happened before my head got replaced with a clock is a complete mystery, but as far as I can tell, I was basically forced into the company. And maybe they are not so different from me. Or so I thought until... Sinclair bowed his head as if I'd hit a raw nerve.
그래요. 맞아요. 이건 제 선택이죠. 전부 익숙해질 거야.
He was muttering under his breath, like he wasn't talking to me at all.
입사하지 않았어도 했을 일이요. 저기 또 악의 무리가 달려드네.
In addition to skills, each unit has a defense skill. Okay, in addition to attack skills, each unit has a defense skill. Lightly tap the Sinner's portrait at the bottom of the dashboard to swap their bottom skill with the defense skill. Defense skills. Guard. Use the guard skill to gain shield equal to its power. Damage will be absorbed by the shield before affecting the unit's HP. Okay. Now select Faust to generate a bait.
when using an evade skill, if this is so weird, it should be an evade skill, not a evade. Well, if its final power is greater than or equal to the enemy skills, the unit will completely ignore the enemy attack, taking no damage from it. Evade skills flip their coin once for every enemy coin flip. Warning, if an evade type defense skill final power is lower than the enemy attack, it will fail and the enemy attack will strike with full force. Ooh. Finally, the Sinner Heathcliff portrait, Counter skills allow the enemy to strike first, then perform an unopposed attack against the attacker. If the unit is staggered by the enemy attack, counter will not activate. Ooh. Lightly tap, yeah.
규정에 따라 실행합니다.
My sister is coming over, so I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. See you later, Asumaki. Base counters are the worst defensive skills by a long shot. Okay. When used under the right circumstances, defensive skills can be even more effective than clashing or attacking enemies. However, poorly timed use of these skills can put sinners at great risk. Also, please note that sinners will not select their defense skills unless you personally issue a direct command. Keep this in mind when using auto skill chaining focus. Okay. Favor. Okay.
행동을 개시합니다.
Quite a bloody battle, eh? Empires? What the F does that mean? Yeah, you can see the clash forecast.
당연한 결과죠.
간다.
Like dark red, if skill you have dominant clan, which means he's almost certain to win. Yeah, no, I understood that on the first episode. Like,
보여? 마구잡이로 때려 부숴놨지.
hey, we leveled up. Okay. The stun obviously can clash at all. Yeah. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna turn on the fan because I'm dying. It's so freaking hot today. 1 second. It's actually quite cold here today. I'm guessing you're in the south hemisphere, so you're in winter. But for me, it's getting close to summer. Lizard maxing, yeah. Okay. I hope the fan
the wind when the fan passes by me doesn't make too much noise? No, I'm not. It's summer here too. It's raining. Oh, lucky you, man. I freaking hate summertime. Oh, I can finally edit my team. Nice. Okay, so Onesan and you are out. Then you and you are in. Deploy.
대원하겠습니다.
And then I want to use the samurai girl. She's kinda cute. It's always summer from where I live. Damn. Lamao, same. Hot weather is so bad. Yeah, hot weather is the worst. Well, it depends. I think Finnish people would disagree because they live in winter, so I think they like a little bit of heat, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, let me level up my samurai girl. Okay. That good. Oh, I see. Hahamba. When weather is 25 plus, we start melting. Yeah,
배부르게 밥을 먹은
I
지가
guess as
언제더라.
much. You're partially made of snow in
기계땅으로
Finland,
간
guys.
지가 더 낫네.
Like, the human body is made of water, you are made of snow, and then you become water in summer. Okay.
제공되는 식사는 모두 정량이에요.
그 정도 먹어서는 기운이 안 난단 말이야.
I thought I heard Heathcliff shouting, "You think I'm doing this on a full stomach?" In the distance, but Rhodia seemed to pretend she heard nothing. Speaking of, does this bus run on stuff like blood or protein?
엔케팔린이에요. 로보토미 코퍼레이션에서 추출했던
Oh,
에너지죠.
Lobotomy Corporation reference? 33 degrees in an average day? Damn. That's gonna be the average for me in about a month, probably.
이전 엘사 말이군요.
Right now the average is about 30.
특이적으로 에너지를
which is
생산하는
still pretty
회사라고
bad.
들었어요.
The previous
엘사가
L
몰락한
Corp,
지금은
right? Ooh.
잔해밖에 남지 않았지만
So it's a corporation that takes a lot of L's from what I'm seeing.
맞아요. 그래서 지금은 구하기가 꽤 힘들어요.
It took so many L's that they don't produce the thing we need anymore.
하지만 메피스토펠레스는
Well, they have taken a
신체에서
permanent L.
엔케팔린을 강제로
Yeah.
추출할 수 있죠.
Oh.
The body. I could not help but to fixate on that word as I looked back and forth between the chewing maw of the bus and Otis, who was barking orders at the other sinners.
네. 엔케팔린은 뇌와 척수신경에서만 추출돼요. 특히나 생명 활동이 있을 수
L Corp slander won't be
좋죠.
tolerated. Glory to Ain. I'm just kidding, man. I have never played the game. It was just a funny. A funny bit, man. Don't worry. I have no slander towards L Corp to deliver.
So that's why Virgilius told the sinners not to kill the silent.
I was kidding too. Nice. I have to make sure because you never know with people on the internet.
Okay then.
그럼 해당 부위만 먹여도 되는 거 아니야? 라기엔 피와 근육도 연료로 쓰일 수 있어요.
Oh.
엔케팔린이 시동과 추력을 위해서 필요하다면 나머지 생체 물질은 순항할 때 사용되죠. 엔케팔린이 되도록 천천히 소모되게 하기 위한 설계죠.
Yeah, I should add /S or /J. No, don't worry, man. Don't worry. I will assume, like, I try to assume that people is not being rude or being serious after I know their intentions. So now I know that you make those jokes, so don't worry about it. But since you're new, I had to make sure.
하이브리드요.
Faust went on to explain how most of the vehicle fuel is taken from the branch facilities, and that harvesting enkephalin from human bodies won't be sufficient in the long run. Most of it went straight over my head though. Well, that's complicated, but I get that you are in for sure tough work. You're in for some tough work. Okay.
뭘요? 파우스트는 고생하지 않는답니다.
Just so cocky. Fun fact, lobotomy corp happened over course of around 10 years. Oh, now that I think about it, in the way you read the narration, vaguely sounds like Solid Snake voice. Oh.
고생은 우리가 하고 있지. 이봐, 관리자 양반 또 온다고.
Adjusting density of information on a screen during combat. At the top right of the screen, of the in-battle screen, there is a button that adjusts the amount of information displayed. The three buttons set display density, minimum, medium or maximum respectively. The maximum info display configuration, this is the default setting applied when first starting the game. More information is shown compared to the other two. Details and keywords used in skills are shown as well. Okay, like that. Between it ending and Limbus Company starting, there is around 2 years. 2 novels and 1 game happened there. Min equals too much, I mean too little. Max equals too much. Well, while I learn, I think I want all the info I can on the screen. That way you guys don't have to be telling me everything on the chat. Also, it's a good way for me to remember what is happening. The medium information display configuration in settings, details and keywords used in skills will not be shown. Otherwise, it functions okay. The minimum displays okay. So, let's see. Dominating. Okay. Here we go.
끝났어.
We're gonna dominate this. Yeah, Max is good with learning what different effects do. Exactly. Okay. Okay, so Rupture is a dot. Interesting. Paralyze is a stun. Poise is... okay. Increase crit damage. Charge. Okay, that's interesting. Slash damage. Okay, damage. Okay. Poise. So I think I'm gonna go... What happened? Did I hear Toki? Oh! Thank you for the follow! Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with Rupture. Wait, on a post, okay. Gloomers. Then I want Poise for the thingy. Charge. Well, charge is good too. More Poise and more Poise. Yeah, I like this.
예술이 뭔지 보여줘.
Important to know that crit multipliers is only 1.2, really low. Okay. I'm gonna go with more Rapture. Then Poise, Poise, Charge, Poise. Wait. Actually, no, yeah, that's fine. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this. Yes.
탐구는 끝났어.
아름답진 않네.
침묵했어.
전열이 무너졌고
Sorry guys, I'm eating a cookie. Grand Turquesa. It's milk cookies. Very good. I wasn't aware that I wasn't following you. Tamao, my bad. Don't worry, man.
모두의 약점을 효율적으로 간파했어.
Funny enough, you were a sub without being a follower. I also sent a friend request. Oh, nice. Never heard about that brand? El Gran Turquese, eh? It's blue packaging. Come te non c'è nessuno. Farina poco raffinata, 100% italiana. Okay, let me add you as a friend.
점심시간
There. Oh, more friend requests. I'm so popular in this game.
점심시간에는 뭘 하냐고 물으신다면
What is this? Oh, pass missions. Ooh, gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, we continue driving then. I'll add you too. Share the code. There is my code again. For those that are missing it, feel free to add me in game. Okay, here we go. Let's collect our Gamba currency. Oh, sorry guys, ambulance. I'd pin it. That's a good idea. There. I don't know if I can pin it on Twitch. Can I pin it on Twitch? Pin. Yes. Okay, now it's pinned. And it's gonna stand there until the stream ends. Perfect. Okay, 1-5. Yuri? Ari?
슈트가
I hope it's not that kind of Yuri.
어이, 적당히 끝내라. 곧 손님이 방문할 거야.
Oh, Yuri's the name of our guest. I see.
Virgilius said, poking his head out of the window. Guest who?
처음으로 가는 던전이니까
Ah, that nice.
비율잡이가 필요할 것 같아서요.
Yuri Ra.
저 혹시
Oh, that's Yuri.
림버스
Oh, she
컴퍼니에서 오신
cute.
분들 맞나요?
She reminds me of Devil and Popola from Nier Automata, but sadder and with more scars.
Someone approaches us with apparent hesitation.
맞나 보네요.
Had just about to finish its meal and was churning down on the last bits of bone. Yuri watched it indifferently before introducing herself.
예전 엘사에서 근무했던 유리예요. 잘 부탁합니다.
Oh, she's part of the L Corp, so she's used to taking L's too, huh?
Previous L Corp, you mean?
로보토미 코퍼레이션이겠군.
Okay, so Lobotomy Corporation is the name of one of the L Corps, but L Corp is not necessarily Lobotomy?
네, 우리는 로보토미 코퍼레이션. 구
She's got a
A사의 옛
lightsaber?
지부들로
Oh.
향합니다.
저라면 불러도 절대 안 왔을 것 같은데. 추락한 날개라니. 분명 끝이 좋지 않았을 텐데요.
무슨 소리야? 날개고 뭐고 돈만 함께라면 뭐든 유쾌한 기억이 된다고.
거기는 아직도 괴물로 득실된다는 소문이 있던데.
Okay. The previous L Corp wasn't named Lobotomy. Okay, so I was right in my... Only one L Corp can exist at the time, so my instinct was right. L is not necessarily Lobotomy.
괴물이 아니라 환상체요. 어쨌든 사실이에요. 하지만 더 중요한 것들이 있죠.
Okay.
지부 가장 깊숙한 곳에 최근에 피어나기 시작한 엘사의 기술의 핵심 정수가
Are we going to
존재해요.
have to play Lobotomy Corp on the stream, guys? It's looking like it.
단테, 며칠 전에 내가 제안했던 걸 기억합니까? 성의를
I'm not gonna
새기게
make any
해줄
promises though. I'm
말했는데.
very busy. But it could happen.
정수, 황금 가지를 모아온다면 그 정도는 어려운 일도 아니게 될 겁니다.
Previous L Corp before Lobotomy Corporation was extremely unpopular. The one they are talking about now took its place. Okay.
Hearing the word aspect still makes my head ache. What exactly was I trying to do?
억지로 떠올리려고 할 필요는 없습니다. 그때가 되면 전부 알게 될 테니까요.
I return a slowed down nod to Faust. Placid advice. Alright, from now on, I should focus on what my present self is able to process. And if it's Lobotomy Corp we are scouring, we might come across some enkephalline too.
Can I have a TLDR? Miss the part of the first step. Are they eating flesh and bones? Not us, the bus. Our bus eats flesh and bones as fuel. And brains. Well, whole humans. So in episode 1, our head got replaced with a clock for some reason. And now we can turn back the clock to revive people, and this group of maniacs work for us for some reason that we still don't understand, and we are traveling with a group of friends to recover our memories and collect all the amiibos, or something like that.
거기다가 운이 좋으면 에고까지 얻을 테니 일석삼조네요.
Ego, that's another unknown term that makes me tilt my head. But in any case, it seemed rather rude to keep talking to each other when we had a guest on board. And apparently, I wasn't the only one who thought so.
유리 씨는 무슨 일 하며 지냈나?
Good move, Gregor.
Gregor flashed what looked like his best attempt at a kind smile at our new passenger, hoping to strike up a conversation. The corner of his eyes twitched from forcing facial expressions he obviously wasn't used to, but I pretended to not notice.
내가 보아하니 그대는 해결사일 것 같소. 그들에게서는 모두 고결한 영웅의 냄새가 난다고 하더군.
As Yuri gave a slight nod, I heard Ishmael release a deep sigh.
어디서
Notice
그런
how the
소식을
Koreans
들었는지
pronounce
모르겠지만
ego
해결사는
the
그런
right
영웅들이
way.
아니에요.
I haven't paid attention.
초라한 봉급자의 부질없는 냄새라면 몰라도
금세 다른 밥벌이 찾는 게 쉽진 않았을 텐데 용케 해냈군.
아직은 계약직이에요.
아하, 굳이 다시 이곳으로 기어들어온 이유도 그거였겠네요.
So Ishmael and Yuri know each other. Huh. L Corp extracted energy from monsters, and while doing that, they could also create weapons and armor from them. That is commonly known as ego gear. So it's bad gear, right? because he's as ego here.
예전 직장으로 돌아가서 크게 한탕이라도 치면 팀장 자리라도 주겠대요?
Yeah, I know, I'm messing with you, Bodoka. I'm just messing with you. I know it was a typo. It was just very funny.
실적을 세우면 계약 기간은 늘어날지.
Do you wish to know what ego stands for? No, not really. Maybe later. Sadly, my curses are in cooldown right now. Indeed.
그렇지. 보통 계약직 시절은
You can stay safe,
실적 하나에 목숨을 걸어야 할
Berkele, if you
때니까.
like. I will authorize that.
그거 참 부질없는 목숨이네요.
어이, 아까부터 왜 이렇게 비꼬는 거야? 뭐가 그렇게 마음에 안 들어?
글쎄요. 처음부터 끝까지 마음에 안 드는 거 천지라.
Seemingly unaffected by the abrasive attitude, Yuri quietly took an empty seat. Glancing between the two of them, Gregor returned to his seat as well, scratching his head. I don't think I'll ever get used to being around these people.
빨리 배어드는 편이 편할 겁니다, 단테. 그럼 출발하지. 손님께서 자리에 앉았다.
이 부름부름.
피피 빵빵. 카룬도 빵빵.
Aw, she didn't say burum. Okay, let's see. Dominating. So this is rupture. Poise, charge. Poise. I like this.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게. 아름답진 않네.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
Ew. A lot of splatter. Unopposed, dominating. Well, at least I can do that, I guess. Well, I guess that's the way. Ah, look at those dogs not using anything.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
침착한 결과입니다.
Stagger and overwhelm. Okay. Paralyze. Oh wait. Oh.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
침묵했어. 처치의 약점이요.
아름답진 않네.
모두의 약점을 효율적으로 간파했어.
Okay, 1-6. Map. Oh, nice. A section without dialogue.
더 좋을 텐데.
Not gonna lie. I'm liking the story,
근데-
but oh my god. There we go.
지도는 제게 있는데.
I was getting a little tired of reading.
길은 어떻게 알고 가는 건가요?
No answers were returned, but the bus keeps speeding away anyway.
그건 말이지. 감이지. 카룬의 감. 네?
That's a proper reaction.
부는 머리. 카룬 앞을 이상한 종이로 막는 이유가 뭐야?
BRB a moment. Okay. This is a really funny scene. Karen's face is gold.
계속 이상한 방향으로
Yeah, me
가니까
too, man.
그렇죠. 이
It's a
지도를
really good
보세요.
frame.
우리가 가는 쪽은
I'm gonna use
남동쪽
the screenshot
방향인데.
function in. Wait, how can I hide the dialogue? There. I saved the screenshot with the Steam. About the gameplay, in this moment, all your classes are dominating because you're over level. Count to 4 is where the game starts to pose a bit of a challenge, so don't expect anything interesting gameplay till then. Yeah, don't worry, like, this is the early chapters, I didn't expect any challenge early.
Karen reluctantly gives the map a cursory glance, as she couldn't continue to ignore it when it was shoved right in her face.
마음이 향하는 곳, 그곳에 진짜 길이 있을지니.
옳소! 우리는 모두 마음이 향하는 곳으로 나아가야만 하네!
그냥 지도 보는 법도 모르는 길치라는 거잖아요. 제가 하고 싶은 말을 대신 해주실 줄이야.
Yuri and Ishmael put a palm over their respective faces at the same time, almost like they were in sync.
오, 우리 기사님 친구라도 생겼나 봐.
분홍머리가 계속 제잘거려. 난 길을 알고 있단 말이야. 아니 그러니까 방향이 잘못.
LOL.
앞에 또 장애물이야. 부릉부릉 할까?
부릉부릉.
아니 카론, 기다려봐.
어이! 보스가 근사해 보이는데 나도 좀 타보자.
More fuel, huh?
메피스토펠레스의 후식 시간인 모양이군. 내리지. 아직 밥을 더 먹여야겠어.
And that's a ban. Goodbye. Okay, so boom boom. Rupture or paralyze? Paralyze into poise, poise, and poise. I like this. Why would anybody want a viewers? Ask the million view voters there is on Twitch. People view votes so they can get on top of categories, and that way they have more reach and people finds them. But because they are boring and ask people to be around, no one real actually watches them, so they keep throwing money at it and wasting their money. I'm not being judgmental. I'm just judging them. You only want weird AI as you. What? What is... what?
물러서지 않겠습니다.
침묵했어.
Weird A Owl Yank. Oh,
착한 결과입니다.
Owl. Yankovic? My god. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
모두의 약점을 효율적으로 간파했어.
Okay, the trio. Ooh, sounds naughty.
탐구할 것은 무엇이오?
You don't know who Weird Al is?
카론, 이쪽이
Remember that I'm
동쪽일까요?
terrible with names.
서쪽일까요?
Maybe I do, but I don't remember.
카론은 두 가지 방향만 알아. 메피의 앞쪽과 뒤쪽.
Oh my god, Karon is gold. I love this character. I love this character.
지금까지 방향도 모르는 사람이 어떻게 운전기사를 했대요?
카론, 그러니까요. 해가 뜨는 쪽이...
At the driver's seat, 3 heads gathered together over a map. Well, one of them might have been at a slightly different elevation from the others.
꼬맹이, 너도 저기 끼어 있어야 하는 거 아니야?
Weird Al is a parody songwriter. For example, you know Michael Jackson Beat It and Bad, right? Yeah, I know those songs.
무례한 소리! 난 어린이가 아니라네! 꼬맹이는
Weird
더더욱
Al
아니고!
made Eat It and Fat. Ah. I beg your pardon.
Watching Don Quixote shake her fist sky high at Rhodia, I notice a bitter gaze falling upon them out of the corner of my view. I'm starting to think that Yuri might have put up with a rough childhood. Gregor cast a glance towards me, shook his head, and went back to watching the driver's side, with his chin propped on his hand.
딱히 어린 편도 아니야. 일단 칼을 줄 수 있으면
오.
전쟁에 참전부터 시키는 둥지도 있었으니까.
Nest. They explained that a nest is basically the center of a district, if my memory is correct. Sounds like Nest used to get into wars with one another in the past. Did that happen often?
아주 없는 일은 아니었지. 관리자 양반, 전쟁에 대해 궁금한 게 많나 봐.
Oh, I'm not really curious about the details. Just gathering info. I should know as the manager. Yes, I want to speak again. Aside with glimpse of the look on Gregor's face made me pause. He had this faraway look on his eyes, as thought he was staring past the driver's seat.
그런 자세를 뭐라고 하고 싶은 건 아니야, 관리자 양반. 오히려 좋은 자세 아닐까? 상관의 귀감아닐까 싶은데.
He slowly continued, taking a pack of cigarettes from his pocket.
그래도 개인적으로는 모를 수 있을 때 모르는 게 기회일지도 모른다고 생각해. 일단 알게 되면 다시는 모를 수 없게 될 테니까.
Without another word, he lit his cigarette.
아니요, 방금 저쪽에서 우회전을 했어야죠.
괜찮아요, 카론. 조금만 더 가서 꺾어도 올바른...
기사의 삶은 고단해.
뭐 지금 더 급한 건 목적지로 가는 길을 아는 것 같네. 그렇지.
Gregor chuckled. Each snort sending a puff out of his smoke-filled mouth. I was curious to learn what he'd been through, but he's right that I should focus on other things for now.
Gregor is so chill. So far, he seems to be the only one with a reasonable personality together with Mersault. All the others seem to be like at 11 with anger and violence, and Mersault and Gregor seem to be the only ones that are actually level-headed.
옥신각신은 그쯤 해라. 전방에 다시 적이다.
친구들을 버스에 쳐넣다니 미친 새끼들! 제정신이야? 가만 안 둔다. 버스만 가지려고 했는데 너네도 전부 죽인다.
베르, 연료들이 시끄러워. 카론, 2명 이상 시끄러우면 어지러워.
걱정할 필요 없다, 카론. 이제부터 조용해질 테니. 정원.
Man, Karon is the goat, guys. Karon is the goat. So okay, so this increases slash damage, correct? So this attack will do more damage because it's a slash attack, correct? Of paint, acupuncture. What is a slash then? Bash. No, it's a personal effect. Oh.
탐구는 끝났어.
See the icons on the left? Oh, yeah, on the street, yes.
생명 활동의 정지를
Yeah, but
확인했다.
that's what I'm trying to understand. So, the wave, I assume, is a slash. So, look, I assume this is piercing, this is a slash, and this is blunt. Is that correct? Like pierce? Correct. Okay, perfect.
예술의
You're
문세
correct.
보여주지.
Perfect.
대안에게 충분합니다.
Yeah.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
Okay, so
저치 약점이요.
did one of my units die or am I crazy? Okay, yeah, I was crazy. I was taking crazy
다시
pills.
지도를 보자고요.
Poor Karen, she looks like she's so annoyed by them trying to teach by having people teaching her how to read a map.
카론, 딴 좀 피우면 안 된다니까요.
A question reared its head as I stared at the trio arguing over the map once again. This bus was made specifically for Limbus Company, right? Oh, so now we are the L Corp. No, that's wrong. We are the L Company. So we are a company of losers, basically.
정확히는 저희들만을 위한 버스라고 해야겠네요.
Isn't that basically what I said?
그게 그 뜻 아니냐고 생각하고 계신 것 같네요.
I'm catching the nuisance. I'm not catching the nuance. I'm catching the nuisance.
That's weird. I don't think I spoke that part out loud. Is the clock broken or something?
그 정도는 째깍이지 않아도 알 수 있어요.
Oh.
파우스트는 모르는 것이 없으니까요.
Being a corporation is in this setting is super big deal. Basically, it means that you can control a district of a city. Oh.
Anyway, it must have taken a while to get it out of the oven, especially with that mouth on the side.
예상한 만큼 걸려서 만들었을 뿐이에요.
She's downright oppressive to talk to.
파우스트는 천재예요. 도시의 모든 것을 알고 있죠.
어이, 그렇게 뛰어나시다면 저 앞에 가서 길부터 찾아주지 그래. 아까부터 저것들이 시끄러워서 잠을 못 자겠잖아.
파우스트는 오지랖쟁이가 아니에요. 묻는 것에는 대답하지만 묻지도 않은 것을 말하지는 않아요. 그리고 인간이 무언가를 깨닫기 위해 골똘한 고민을 하는 건 가장 즐거운 일이랍니다. 파우스트는 산통을 깨고 싶지 않네요.
뭘 골똘히 고민을 해봤어야 공감을 하죠.
Ishmael, you need to shut up sometimes.
I saw Heathcliff grip on the bat tighten. However, with Virgilius casting a glare his way, he clicked his tongue and he crossed his arm and forced his eyes shut. I wonder why they're always so prickly.
You and me both, manager. You and me both. Yeah.
With Gregor quietly snickering, the bus resumed its ride.
Man, Gregor is going to be the bro, right? He's our
고작
bro.
이 정도로 들떠한다면 예술가의 자격은 없는 거지.
Manager level increased. Gregor is my goat. He's our bro. Okay, 1-8. Pests.
목표인가요?
Gregor is just him.
그래, 혹시 저치들과 아는 사이야?
응? 무슨 이 뒷골목에 내가 아는 얼굴이 있을
Gregor's face stiffens at the moment he looks out the window. Back heads. Unlike the other enemies we'd run into, they were part insectoid.
단테, 머리가 시계라서 다행이야. 저런 거였음 쳐다볼 때마다 헛구역질했을 것 같아.
저거 그레고르 씨랑 같은 강화 시술 아니에요?
저런 징그러운 벌레 대가리를 일부러 붙여놓는다고?
가까이 붙지 마. 너한테도 해충병 없는다.
How do you like the game, dude, so far? I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm playing it just as a story game and not as a gacha, so I'm not engaging with all the systems that are involved in the gacha stuff, like daily missions and stuff like that, but playing through the story has been pretty fun. The characters are pretty interesting, to put it lightly.
정말이에요?
장난이야. 내 개그 센스가 이상한 건가?
Gregor scratched the back of his head awkwardly as the bus made a dragging rumble and came to a deflating halt.
과거 G사에서는 대부분의 직원들이
G-Corp?
그레고르 씨처럼 생체 무기 시술을 받았어요.
What is the G-Corp? It's like a gay corporation or something like that?
그레고르 씨 예전 G사 출신이었어요?
Oh, that's why Gregor left, I see. He wasn't riding that bandwagon.
Ishmael frowned as if she remembered something unpleasant, but didn't elaborate further. Gregor managed to smile, but his hardened features didn't relax in the slightest.
저런 분들은 평소엔 어디서 주무시는 건가요?
세상에는 하늘을 천장 삼고 별을 조명 삼아 사는 사람들도 많은 법이지.
아, 풍류가 있는 분들이로군요.
Are you going to finish the entire Canto 2 in this stream? I don't think so. It all depends on how far we can get. I'm trying to go slowly so you guys can also read, because I'm not going to reread what is already been voice acted. I'm only reading what my character says. So we are going at a little bit of a turtle pace, but it also gives me time to interact with you guys in the chat and stuff, so...
I don't think that's what he meant.
보아하니 저들 역시 우리의 여정을 방해할
I don't even know if we are about to finish Canto 1 now. Like, we're in 1-8. I don't know if that's close to the finish or not. We are like halfway through? Okay.
내려야 하지 않겠어, 그레고르?
There's quite a bit left from Canto 1? Okay.
굳이 날 찝어서 말하는 이유는?
글쎄, 남의 추억을 내 입으로 떠들고 싶진 않은 걸. 앞장서, 그레고르. 이유는 네가 잘 알잖아.
Also, the 3 stripe on the bottom right have an auto scroll feature if you care.
고약한 사람이네, 당신.
Yeah, but sometimes what they say in Korean is a lot shorter than what is written in English. So that's why I haven't activated that, so you guys have a little time.
A cluster of insects A cluster of insect-headed soldiers were gathered close to the bus.
어디 앞장서는 거 별로 안 좋아하는데.
넌 뭐야? 왜 우리랑 같은 팔을 가지고 있지?
가만, 낯익은 얼굴인데.
주로 포스터나 잡지에 서식했던 적이 있지.
So Gregory's famous? Ha!
Gregor, do you know them from somewhere?
그런 게 중요한 건 아닌 것 같은데요, 관리자님.
이...
옛날 이야기할 상황은 아니에요.
신경 쓰이긴 하지만 아무렴 어때? 어쨌든 이 앞으로 못 지나간다.
Is that so? I suppose we can talk this out.
그런데 이것들은 왜 대놓고 벌레 모습인 채로 다니는 거야?
Rodion.
어린애들은 마주치면 눈물부터 터뜨리겠어. 그렉처럼 티라도 덜 나면 좋잖아?
Looks at clearly not insect-headed soldiers. Yeah.
내가 특이한 케이스야. 대부분은 머리통에 무조건 곤충 부분이 붙어버리거든.
Oh.
이걸 운이 좋았다고 해야 할지는 모르겠지만.
이유는 모르겠지만 저 사람들 우리가 로보토미 집으로 향하는 걸 막으려는 것 같았어요.
이들도 황금 가지를 노리는 거야?
그럴지도. 그 정수를 원하는 자는 널렸으니까. 각각이 바라는 소망도 다양할 테고. 그렇지 않나?
왜 날 쳐다봐? 내가 알 리가 없잖아.
Okay, so let's learn how to use ego. Okay, ego are each sinner's unique skills that can be used regardless of the identity they are wearing. Oh. Let's inspect the sinner Heathcliff's ego. Press and hold Heathcliff's portrait at the bottom of the dashboard. Okay. Every ego currently equipped by a sinner. Every ego currently equipped by sinner Heathcliff are visible here. Okay. Using ego skills consume ego resource and SP. The amount of SP consumed by each ego is listed at the top left. Okay, yeah, it's like a card. That's the money I need to pay. Body sack. It seems we don't have enough ego resource to use the skill. Each ego skills require a certain amount of ego resource. We have no orange. We need 2 orange. Okay. Okay. Be your okay. Require ego. Require ego resources can be obtained by using skills during battle. For example, an envy color skill will grant envy resource. A Slugwood habit, the units currently on the field possess skills with the affinities we need put them into use. Okay.
이제 간다.
Press the win rate button to order the sinners to choose their own skills based on the clash win rate. Okay. When a unit is about to clash with a difficult enemy, you can use the ego skill to turn the situation. So, if there are any useful egos for which you should have enough resources, it will be indicated in the shape of the surrounding sinner as shown. What? What? As shown where? Oh, there. Like that purple thingy. Oh, I needed 2 purple too. Equipping a different ego skill in the same slot or swapping it for a defense skill will equip the current ego skill and refund the ego resources spent to equip it. Okay. Okay. The SP cost is consumed at the moment the ego skill begins its attack.
Be warned, letting a sinner's speed drop too low may cause them to panic or become corroded by their ego.
이 안에 담아주지.
Ugh.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
That was quite a splatter, huh? Raising an ego skill threat spinning tier unlock its ego passive. Once the turn in which this unit used the ego skill ends and the battle moves to the next turn, the skill unique ego passive will activate. You can view detailed information about the ego passives in each Sinner detail menu. Okay.
왜? 뭐?
Ego passive. When another ally defeats an enemy, gain 1 attack power up and 1 haste. Next turn start max 3. Oh, and these do not seem to expire, so nice. He grows. Sup, Aru? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Okay. So. Is this that game that wars? Is the game that wars the VA community on the PD accusation? I have no idea, man. Is this the game that worse than what? I have no idea what you mean, but this is I have no idea. I engage in no tribal fandom or stuff. I just play the game and have fun with it. If people want to argue on the internet about the stuff, they can, but it's not for me. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
I was told this game was fun, pretty dark, and it has good art and music, so I was compelled to try it. That's all I know. Yeah, there was a scandal about some... Oh lord. Well, people can be weird like that. Apparently there was a scandal about some PDF people in Limbus Discord. Egos can be used just to clash with the strong skills or for their special effects.
깔끔한 전투였어요. 적의 모든 급소를 파악했거든요.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
구태여 좋냐 안 좋냐를 따지자면 밤보다는 낮을 선호하는 편입니다.
You know what? Let's do a pool, guys. Let's do a pool. I feel like I want to try different units. Which of these 3 banners is the most worth for me to pull right now? Pity does not carry over. Huh. The problem is, and don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like the early game is very monotonous. It's feeling very monotonous. Otis, 1 tap coming. If absolutely do you want to gamble, then top. Yeah, let's do just 1, okay? I'm not gonna do more than 1. But yeah, it's gonna be just 1. Canto 1 and 2 are the weakest ones, sadly. I can see that, but again, it's gonna be just 1 pool. From what I've heard, they are pretty generous with this. Well, generous is a word I hate to use. They are pretty fair with the gamble currency. Is that true? That they give out a lot of gamba currency?
You get plenty through the story. Okay, I'm just gonna do one pull, okay? Yes sir, glory shower. QTO Kim Ji Hoon. Okay. Okay, so got nothing. I just got up, basically.
이런 구조.
기어코.
Well, I had my fun. Friends, do we have a request? Yes. Who this? Level 61. Okay. That's me? Okay. Wait, I still have something here. Budum budum. No, I just like the budum budum. Oh wait, I can change the phrase. Life is full of budum budum. This is like Dark Souls, Elden Ring messages. I love my message now. Life is full of budum budum. Budum budum. Okay, let's continue through Canto 1. We will learn about ego overclocking in this encounter. For this purpose, you will grant temporary access to one of Sinner's Ryushu Ego. Okay, Ryushu. Okay, Ego. Oh, view all equipped egos. Okay. View ego resource required. Blah blah blah. Once you unlock the word, that means it's over.
역시
What?
타로는 길을 알았던 거야.
What word? The word meat? Oh. Oh, I see.
역시는 무슨 역시예요. 저랑 싱클레어 씨가 양쪽에서 얼마나 고생했는데.
Yuri's such a child.
그래도 이제 동남쪽과 동북쪽을 구분할 수 있어서 다행이에요, 카론.
So this is the old L Corp. So this is the old L Corp.
저도 직접 보는 건 처음이네요. 그 일이
There is some egos which heal
오래
or
지나진 않았을
HP or
텐데요.
SP, and others which might make it so that the enemy bleed count will not reduce. Another good profile is Screamer. Oh. I like my Burum Burum. I think I will stick to Burum Burum.
부잣집 도련님한테는 익숙하지 못한 광경인가 보군.
Well, it was fun, guys. See you. Got to go. See you. Tomorrow I'm playing Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth Investigations. So it would be great to see you here too. It's also a lot of fun.
잡담은 그만. 하차한다.
We're basically Virgilius Beaches, huh?
There are people over there.
유리 씨와 같은 사무소의 해결사분들이에요. 엘사지부에 이미 몇 번이나 방문한 적이 있는 경험자들이죠.
Greetings. Is the creamer? Oh.
인사하지. 왼쪽에 있는 분은 홉킨스 씨. 그리고 오른쪽에 계시는 분이 아야 씨다.
Hopkins and Aya.
안녕하십니까.
붉은 시선님, 직접 만나뵐 수 있어서 정말 영광입니다. 소문으로만 익히 들어왔었는데 이렇게 직접.
저 앞에 허름한 창고 보이지?
Mine was for a bit. I cannot leave this plate without serving the meat. Oh my god. See the Chevy workhouse. Okay.
계단부터는 여기. 유리 씨가 맡을 거고.
Yeah, I stay with life is full of burum. I think that's the best for me.
네.
여기 해결사 분들도 경력직이니 돌발 상황에는 잘 대처해 줄 거야. 이만하면 되었겠지. 내 동행은 여기까지다. 버스에서 너희들을 기다리고 있겠어.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what?
언제까지고 뒷바라지를 해주고 있을 거라 생각했다면 큰 오산입니다, 단테.
혼자서 발 뻗고 쉬고 있겠다는 건가?
Well, someone has to guard the bus.
애당초 내가 동행하면 너희들은 관광하러 내려가는 거나 다를 바가 없지 않겠나.
How strong is Virgilius?
한마디로 실컷 쥐어 터지고 썰리고 오라는 거군.
Red, black and blue, huh?
보통 저렇게 말하면 항상 다른 꿍꿍이가 있던데.
Ishmael, you're pretty sharp, but you better shut up.
편한 대로 생각해. 특별히 가이드 분까지 붙여줬으니 잘 해내고 오라고.
네, 잘 해내고 오겠습니다. 붉은 시선님.
최선을 다해보긴 할게요.
To explain shortly why that guy is so impressed by Virgil, fixers are split into ranks. 9 is the weakest, 1 is the strongest, and enough to take care of most problems / monsters. So I'm guessing Virgilius is rank 1. Or rather rank 0. Something like that, something crazy, right? In this encounter, we will learn about more advanced usage of ego. Senior Ryoshu will begin with higher SP value for demonstration purposes. Okay. Every ego skill except for base ego skills can be overclocked. Press and hold senior. Okay. Let's try Ryoshu new. Okay. You can change the senior scene resistance by using their ego. Check the affinities of the enemy skills and use appropriate ego to adjust the resistances and gain an advantage. Okay.
먼저 간다.
But beyond rank 1, there is color fixers, rank 0.
예술의 방울 경치.
There is no way for most people to ever reach that level. It is just granted to ones deemed absolutely worthy. Virgil is red.
좋은 전략입니다.
Okay, so the dude's right, he's rank 0. Let's use that ego skill again. Again? Ego skills have a chance to corrode at lower SP values. Be warned, corrosion causes the sinner to use corrosion skill which attacks allies and enemies indiscriminately. You can view the corrosion chance here. Okay, 0%.
명령대로 하겠습니다. 이 불 또한 예술의 방울 경치.
Does Samurai Girl have like super good egos?
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
가라앉는군요.
해냈어요. 좋은 전략입니다.
Reaching minus 45 SP will guarantee that the sinner enters ego corrosion state. In an ego corrosion state, the sinner will indiscriminately attack. Okay. So she went crazy. Wait.
해보겠습니다.
Almost every character has some really good ones. The one that the game is making you spam right now is notoriously bad. Yeah, I had a feeling that it wasn't that good. She's gonna kill my team now? Enough that it's the first one that the game got the Bond gear treatment. Oh. Fourth match, Flame is not bad. Emo.
제가 해낸 거
Grasping
맞죠?
5 makes it passive really good. Huh. Let's try Ego Overclock this time. Press and hold what? Press and hold the Ego card to over... Using Ego Overclock forces the sinner to use the corrosion skill of the Ego. What? But I don't wanna do that. If you have enough resources to use the overclock, the Ego skill it will activate as a stable overclock. If not, it will activate as unstable overclock. A stable overclock. Activating a stable overclock consumes 1.5 times the resources, including SP, compared to a non-overclocked Ego, but it does not target allies. Warning, an stable overclock can corrode your sinners if their SP value is too low. Activating Ego Overclock without enough resources will trigger Unstable Overclock instead. Unstable Overclocks target both allies and enemies indiscriminately. Like Ego Corrosion and any insufficient Ego resources will go into the negatives. Ooh. So we are going to have the girl go crazy. Oh.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
First time playing Limbus, I see. Good luck. I hope you enjoy the game. Thank you and welcome for Lydia.
모든 것을 태우는 것.
I'm enjoying it so far.
고작 이 정도로 들떠한다면 예술가의 자격은 없는 거지.
Grade 8 Fixers. Let's learn how to view ego detail information on your equipped identities and egos. Okay. Here you can view the selected sinner's detail information, blah blah blah. Okay. Level up. Identities get stronger with each level. An uptight tier, verify identities, levels and uptight tier priorities starting at encounter. Okay. Ego. You can view ego detail information here. Select at the tab to view the select. Okay, the resources, blah blah blah, the sanity. When using ego, the sinner's affinity resistance will change. Use this, okay, threat spin, upgrade the ego skill by threat spin, it recommend. Please note that the base ego threat spinning tiers will be raised automatically as you progress through the story. Huh. Why does she have a thingy? Oh. All the egos and IDs, all the base egos and ID will get up rank to 3 as the story progresses. Okay. Why do they have an exclamation point? They need to be in the team? Oh. Because I have new ego for them. Okay. Oh. I see. Well, they are not going into combat.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
단테, 잠깐 나 좀 보시죠.
While the others were busy exchanging greetings, Virgilio called me over to a secluded corner.
미리 말해두자면 저들은 8급 해결사입니다.
So he's telling me they are weak as fuck.
Grade 8.
서열이 낮은 심부름꾼이라는 뜻입니다. 저들을 이용은 하되 의존하려 하지 말아야 할 겁니다.
Okay.
In other words, they are not dependable enough. I nodded to let him know that I understood his point.
어쩌면 그 버스 안에서 제대로 대화라는 걸 할 수 있는 건 당신뿐일지도 모르겠어.
I see.
모운을 빕니다. 단테.
Virgilius gave my shoulder a pat with a crooked smile, then slowly made his way back to the bus.
Ah, finally can play the game. Okay.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
다음에 침묵을 안겨도 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
Okay. 1, 2.
탐구는 끝났어.
Okay.
아름답진 않네.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
침착한 결과입니다.
Okay, so let's try. Wait, I want to. Oh, it's not. Okay.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
아름답진 않네.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
Tecnica. Oh, she can use Herigo. Can she? No, we're missing one red, okay. So, take this.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
침묵했어.
Did it? I'm losing a flash? Oh no, never mind. I just didn't recognize my own unit.
아름답진 않네.
Lol. I didn't even recognize my own unit.
고작 이 정도로 들떠한다면 예술가의 자격은 없는 거지.
EX objective. Suppress the dungeon boss. Generally, rank 3 is the most important upgrade for ID's characters since they unlock their skill 3, which is strong. Okay. Okay, how long does the dungeon take? Because we have like 10 minutes left, even maybe a little less. Are they quick? Dungeon is long. Okay, so let's not do that. Good.
구태여 좋냐 안
Okay.
좋냐를 따지자면
Day 2 thoughts.
밤보다는 낮을 선호하는 편입니다. 보이지 않을수록
I'm still enjoying
이해가
the
어렵기
story. I
때문입니다.
still find the characters interesting. Burum Burum, Charon is the goat. The only issue is that as it is right now, dungeon is where the gameplay starts being interesting. Okay, cool. Because as of currently, it hasn't really gotten my gears grinding. Not gonna lie, but I'm still liking the game a lot. As long as I keep playing like I'm doing, so not thinking about it as a gacha game and just thinking about it as a story game, I think it's gonna be fine. But yeah, no, so far so good. I would say that so far so good. Oh no. Okay, let's see if there is pay to win. I mean, who am I kidding? The fact that it's a gacha is pay to win, but it doesn't sell you other power other than gacha pulls, which is fine. What is the dispense? Oh, okay, yeah, this is the place you guys told me about before. Yeah, the theater is the recollection room, right? Okay. All identities. Oh. Okay, so tell me something. Is it worth to level up all identities or only the ones that are like the highest ranks for me? Basically, it's advice just to buy the battle pass if you enjoy the game. I'm not spending €1. I literally ran out of money. I have negative €22. I'm in a very bad spot. So yeah. I have negative €22. Just level this you use often. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not saying you should buy it. No, I know. I know you're not saying that. Just making it very clear that right now, even if I wanted, I couldn't afford to do it. What else? Well, tomorrow we continue playing Phoenix Wright. Sunday we play Persona 5. Same as for Monday, it's also Persona 5. So Wednesday we come back to Limbus. I'm still trying to fix Elden Ring. It's not, I have not given up on it, but it's taking a little bit. I'm seeing if I can find a workaround to make the game run and fight the boss on the stream. But until then, we are going to be filling the gap with Limbus on it instead. With that said, guys, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And I'll see you all tomorrow for Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Have a good rest of your day or night. Bye bye.